Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hi everyone.
We finally made it over that hurdle.
Yeah, it took
again.
us about 30 to 40 minutes, but we got there.
I know. Yeah, we're not as far ahead of schedule as we were. But anyway, we are back with part 11 of our Ecco the Dolphin Sega CD Let's Play.
That we are. So I must press unpause.
Yep. We made it. Now we have
a much smaller obstacle.
One that's probably not going to be quite as bad, hopefully. Excuse me.
No, it shouldn't be. Compared to the last one.
Yeah, it took me going deep into expressing unpopular opinions that Ecco finally made it over.
Yep. The power of...
The power of hot takes.
Yep. Because I knew I was getting it, I just needed the right amount of torque.
Yeah.
And
this one's a little bit frustrating, but it's not quite as bad.
Correct. It's relatively quicker. Yep. The power of hot takes involving Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite confusing thing that is a parody that was not really meant to be taken too seriously, and yet...
I did not realize it was supposed to be a parody, and most people, I don't think, consider it such.
Right.
But when I was studying abroad at Kansai Gaidai in Japan, one of my classmates, who, by the way, is an American, this wasn't a Japanese guy that told me this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, just in case you wondered. Basically said, yeah, you know, that's a parody of shows like Gundam, right? And I'm like, it is? Because I had confessed to him that I didn't like it, and he's like, well, you'll be glad to hear it's actually a parody. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, but, you know, everybody takes it seriously. I'm like,
yeah.
So, yeah, and then he kind of, like... Since I didn't like it anyway, he said, you don't mind me spoiling the ending? I said no, and then he basically talked to me about it, and I'm like, oh. But, you know, even another person I was talking to, when I told them, they're like, oh my god, now it makes sense. Like, they're like, now it makes sense that these writing things happened the way they did.
Why did they do that weird... Oh... It's because it's poking fun at...
Yeah, and apparently, according to this guy, even having the ending be like a WTF moment was in itself a parody thing. Like, he just made it nonsensical. But anyway, this is stuff I've heard. It's, you know, not... to be taken too seriously.
Right.
And I'm not going to talk about the other thing I was going to talk to you about, because that's probably too much of a hot take.
That is a heavy thing.
This is risky too, because I mean, and I think he was including Japanese fans in that everybody takes it seriously, because it's still, I'm sure it's still all over Japan, like, it's obnoxious.
Considering that back in the days when I did take it seriously and I had statues of Rei and Asuka... perfect.
Okay, good.
In my collection.
Mm-hmm. Now, we didn't test the sound, so I'm hoping we have sound in the game this time. I'm hoping we have music, but I don't know for sure. If we don't, I apologize.
Right.
We kind of have some issues with the chords for the Sega CD.
It's because I hope I'm wearing it correctly, but
it basically has two separate AV cables.
Right. One for the CD and one for the Genesis.
Yeah. So maybe sometime we'll look it up to make sure we're plugging it in properly.
Yeah.
So apparently, since Sega CDs are hard to come by now, not a lot of people talk about... Okay.
What's the matter?
I don't know why, I don't know how this happened, but on this computer, YouTube is like sending me notifications, and I'm like, no, I did not ask for this. It's not even my subscriptions. It's just random videos that they're like, we think you'll like this, and I'm like, stop bugging me.
Dude.
So I have to figure out how to turn it off because I didn't even turn it on. So
Yeah. Dude, we're trying to record videos here.
yeah, man. I'm not. Look, the only time I'm interested in watching YouTube videos is when I have the app open or the website open.
Yeah.
If I have neither of those two things open, you can assume I'm not in a watching YouTube video mood. Or I'm busy doing something like I am right now.
Yeah.
I'm recording for our channel on YouTube that others will be watching. Anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we'll need to talk about making those business cards too.
Yes.
And I gotta make some for my voice acting. But the problem is figuring out where to hand those out. Because I feel a little awkward being like, this is our channel, and oh, by the way, I'm a voice actor, but I don't know. I'll have to figure something out.
I think you will.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, we're stuck again, apparently.
Yeah.
But I think this should still be not as bad, I hope.
True. I have a little more legroom to do this.
Yes.
Unlike the first one, as you saw for the remainder of that episode.
Yeah. I have no idea if Annunciata saw my suggestions. But I guess I should have also been like, yeah, could you maybe make this City of Forever a bit more forgiving?
Yeah.
And he might be like, no, but I could try. It would be hilarious if he just answered no.
No. Yeah.
No.
No. Exactly.
Yeah.
Since we don't really have that many blockbusters anymore, you don't have to worry about video, Raul.
Yeah, so maybe he wouldn't mind having those things like the checkpoints and...
Yeah. Because that is... I do think that was a sea change.
Maybe even a save feature. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, a save feature on this game would be a lifesaver.
Yes! Yeah, we were hoping to avoid this. Sorry, guys. But here we are.
Well, it's not like I'm too stuck. I was able to get through the second...
Yeah, so I think you can do it.
Yeah.
It's just telling Echo, no, we're moving to the right, not forward.
And then I bounce off and then bounce up in the air.
It's like, well, you could bounce us the other way, not straight down.
Boink, and then...
Yeah.
Let's see. Right. It was worth a shot.
Sorry, I'm imagining who getting to this part and being like...
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Who...
But he didn't even make it halfway here.
Oh,
That person, yes.
Oh, yeah. No, if he was struggling at this part of the game, I would understand him having a temper tantrum. And...
I would have maybe not been as upset as I was at him.
Yeah, Because, yeah.
Because I would have been like, alright, fine, you gave it a good try.
Yeah, because, well, in that world, I don't know if From Our Basement Gaming as a YouTube channel exists.
Right.
Does it?
Maybe we'd be doing something else on YouTube, who knows?
True.
Maybe we'd be like reviewing anime or cartoons
Yay!
instead. Yay! Which I guess we technically could still do if you're
we can.
interested, but
Yeah, I'm cool with that, yeah.
I meant the viewers as
Oh,
well.
right. Yeah, you guys too. We don't want to oversaturate the market. Nah. Oh, right. I have to kill this jellyfish dude right here. There we go.
I'm gonna have some of my snack.
Good idea. Ah, jellyfish respawn. But yes, the power of that, and in that case, the power of other people being unfair at something you like.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the contributing factors to us starting this channel.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, starting with Echo.
Yep. That's why Ecco the Dolphin was the very first episode of From Our Basement Gaming.
Yeah.
And that's why this little dolphin means so much to both of us, really.
Yeah.
In fact, when you and I were hanging out, one of the early days of us being friends, one of the first things you did was you whipped out your Genesis and you plopped on Ecco the Dolphin, and
Yeah. Yay!
yay! Access granted. Okay, where do I go from here?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, that shot me up, and there's...
There are rocks.
Yep.
Rocks.
Yep, that there are. Ah, good. I was getting worried.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hard to believe that one bad video would begin our adventures on From Our Basement Gaming.
Yeah.
And admittedly, it was an idea that I'd had for a while,
Yeah.
but I never had the chance.
Yeah, I think we both had an interest, but we weren't really sure how to approach YouTube.
Yeah. And I guess that's another thing, is there's a part of me that wants to do it, but rather than jump in and get messy, I'd rather plan ahead and try to accommodate.
Not be like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Hi, guys.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I wanted you by my side on this adventure, because you are very good at these.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I feel so.
I don't know, maybe in that universe I just am like, I become a music reviewer, YouTuber, because of that one guy.
Yeah, the other guy who...
Which I still one day would like to make right on that.
Yes, and I encourage you to do that.
I mean, even before he made his crappy video, I made a Tumblr post defending Eiffel 65, because to this day, people still act like Blues like their only good song. Or the only one worth mentioning.
Which is unfair.
Even in Italy, like, I'm mixed, like, Maurizio got a award recently, for Blue, for the composition of Blue, and I'm happy that he got the award, that he's being recognized for it, especially since Gabri Ponte was all like, well, my mix is the one that ended up being on the album, so, you know, he acted like he wrote most of it. So I'm glad that the right person is getting credit, or, well, you know.
Yes, I do know what
you get what I'm saying.
I do get what you're saying.
Like the person who actually composed and mixed most of it, rather than the person who did the final mix, like the final arrangement. Because Gabri Ponte's like the DJ of the group. Time travel sequence initiated. Traveler. Echo.
Ooh, I think we're getting closer.
Ooh.
If I remember, yeah, I think we go up here, and then...
Okay, I have to be quiet for this part. Because it's cool.
Yeah. There we go.
We finally made it.
Yep. Wow. We've traveled back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Same deal with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I almost forgot. Sing this song in the air to call the pterodon. So...
There he is.
There he is. Yep.
Yay!
All right. It's not the same as that one time.
Yeah. Sadly, we could never show you guys the glitch, but there was a glitch.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I know, it's so cool to see the different creatures.
Yeah. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Or is there something that I had to do here first?
There might have been.
Ah, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, you go through the volcano thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Sorry, it's been a while, guys.
As you can see.
Been a hot minute.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, so I was happy about that recognition. But I was sad because I personally feel like they have many songs that they made after their first album that are, like, much better than Blue. And it's not that Blue's a bad song, it's just, it's very simple. It's too simple.
Jurassic Beach. I want to take a picture of.
Yes.
Yep. That's what happened. I don't know if I should do that joke.
I don't know what joke.
Well, it's better than visiting the Jurassic Park. Is going to the Jurassic Beach.
Oh.
You got the password?
I see. Yes.
Yeah.
I see.
I'll get my coat.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. There we go.
Wow.
Ah. Yay! Alright, so he carries him over here, and we swim down here, and as we remember now, we have to go down the...
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Do this guy, and then get up.
I'm gonna look something up for a minute because I am curious about
Alright. I'm curious what you're curious about. He's thinking.
I'm just wondering if there's a legit way. I'm just wondering if there's a legit utilizing the in-game glitches to speedrun Echo.
I think that only good. That'll help me.
Sounds like some people use camera glitches to speedrun. I'll have to check that out later.
Yep.
We're not speedrunners on this channel. We play it the legit way. I was just curious because I did one day just for fun, casually, not really on the channel, wanted to see if some of the legitimate using the glitches within the game's methods work. You know, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I do.
After we've experienced it fully.
Mm-hmm.
I know it requires expert maneuvering. But I want to find a text way of how to do it, not a video tutorial. Bleh.
These things which are supposed to be sharks, but they behave different. Well, no, they behave like sharks, but they look different, like a completely different species.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, there we go. Alright. A seahorse.
Eee, I remember the seahorse.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's... Huh, Game Gear.
Pterodon Pond. There we go.
Yep, just moving right along.
Yep.
Okay.
Got the password?
I do.
Awesome.
So I guess I can get rid of Jurassic Beach then.
True. And I forgot about the Jurassic Beach.
Yeah. So we're moving right along here, guys.
Yep.
After this section, yeah, we have this cluster of levels, and then go back to the present, and then, yeah. Sing this song in the air to call the pterodon.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Again. Our prehistoric flying friend.
Yep. That he is. I think he... Right there.
There.
Yep. Huh. So when I do plus the controls, the Echo moves.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that's... Well, got me where I need it, I think.
Yeah.
But yes. I too find it amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just always curious about things like, I think in Super Mario 64, there's some way you can, like, jump through a wall or something.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of
right.
stuff.
That
yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it as much. There's speed runs where people hack it.
Yeah.
I consider that cheating.
Yeah.
And it's fine, some people really enjoy watching that. Like, the only exception I can say is I enjoy watching randomizers. I found those kind of fascinating, where they have the ROM set up where it randomizes all the assets, and you kind of play in this weird, randomly generated order. That was kind of cool, and that's obviously, you can't do that without hacking.
Right.
That's the one exception. But in terms of people getting speedrun credit, I like it better when they do it legitimately without hacking to make differences in them.
Right.
I'm also weird with people playing online anyway, so...
Gotcha.
I mean, and I know a lot of people do that, which is fine, but we like to play on the original console. And we've met people who really appreciate that, which I was happy to meet people who were like-minded that way, that they're like, yeah, keep it authentic, and...
It's encouraging.
Like, yeah, and the guy was like, encouraging it, like, when we said we do that. He's like, as you should. So,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, at the convention. Yeah, I'm glad that, and I'm hoping with too many games it's also the case that we meet friendly people, because we did at the last con at that area.
We did.
Really, so far it's only been Anime Ocean City where the clientele was a bit meh.
Rude, yeah.
Yeah, and the other goers.
That was a weird glitch.
Yeah, it was. Oh boy.
Ah, good. We can continue.
Yep. Alright, so we'll either do it until we get past this level, or if we get another continue, since we're getting close to the 30-minute mark.
That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hopeful too that too many games will be nice and comfortable.
Yeah, and we look forward to finding some new finds as well.
Yeah.
And,
your idea about a list has really helped us.
Yeah, I mean, we end up with a lot of games, but it's good because we know that's what we want to get.
Yeah.
And I think based on the little bit of sound I'm hearing that the music is working.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. Because we had... Okay, well, I guess we'll have to stop here. Alright, guys, we will continue this next time.
That we will.
See you later.
See you too.
Bye.
Bye.